Hello, it's me, friendly grumpy gay guy here. Well, I guess that's a contradiction in terms, isn't it? I'm just your regular grumpy gay guy. This video is something that I was actually asked to make. Somebody wanted my opinion on something, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a video to just get my ideas and opinions out there. And it's a video I did want to kind of make after some events that happened today, and I actually did just get permission to make it. I just have to be careful what I say. So, for one instance, I'm going to tell you everything I know because it involves my friend. And she's like, yes, tell everything, tell names, tell the social security number if you've got it, tell her, I don't know, her shoe size, her bra cup size, everything you've got, share it. And then the other case is somebody else close to me, and I'm not. The only thing I can't do is reveal names with that, but everything else is a matter of public record, so I can't say it. It's okay. Sorry, I have a cat beside me. So, of course, for those of you who know me, know exactly what it's about, but it's, well, junkies, honestly. I have been asked to give my opinion about the whole epidemic, the whole disease, whatever. He wants to come up here, but he doesn't want to. Maybe he's shy of the camera, like me. But anyway, I have a lot of opinions, and I keep pausing dramatically, not really, to gather my thoughts on how to do this as amicably as possible. So I guess the cat's interruptions are very good. I'm going to start off with my friend Midnight, her sister. Brittany Lambert, of course. She's just the worst kind of person. I tried to give her a chance. I tried to be her friend way back in the day, but honestly, she just kept screwing over everybody who came in her path. Also, she did try to flirt with me once at one of Midnight's birthday parties, and I don't think I was officially out as gay, but I knew I was gay even if I didn't come out, or even if I wasn't officially out. It was around the time I knew, and I was not having it. I was not reciprocating her flirtatious advances, and I shut her down. Like, no, ew, no. In my mind, I'm thinking, you ain't got no dick and you ain't burly and masculine, bitch. But who knows now? She's in prison. Of course. And that's actually what I'm talking what the subject is. She went to rehab. She broke out of rehab. She stole a car after breaking out of rehab. She was high in rehab, which was why she broke out. And stole a car, led something happened, and she ended up leading the police on a high-speed chase all through Charleston, and apparently through down the interstate all the way up through to Huntington. And then when she gets to the mall exit, this stupid bitch collides with another car who is waiting patiently and politely at a red light, and the woman nearly dies. And guess what happens? Not a damn thing. The only reason that Brittany's in prison is because the other person's family has influence and money. If that was just a regular person, Brittany would still be free. Why? Because she's a fucking junkie. And this I don't know how it is around the country. I don't know how it is in other parts of the state, of West Virginia, but I do know that our elected officials favor junkies they favor junkies to a very alarming degree. Again, it's part of our elected officials have become indoctrinated by woke culture, and it pisses me off to no end. What pisses me off is that Midnight Sister was allowed to nearly kill somebody after leading the police on a high speed chase from Charleston to Huntington and get off, except she didn't get off because the family had money. That's literally the only reason she is in there now, and people are actively working to get her out. You know, the woman in the car in front has permanent neural damage. The woman in the car that she hit, she was going to be a doctor. She was going to be somebody important. She was going to be an upstanding member of society. Not just that, she was going to be a contributor. She was going to be somebody who we see today as essential. She was going to be somebody important. She was going to be somebody who does something good with their life. But now she can't because of Midnight's stupid sister. Had Midnight's mom aborted her, that woman would be a surgeon today, probably. Hell, had Midnight's mom aborted, or hell, had she actually gone to fucking prison for identity theft, stealing Midnight's identity, that woman would be practicing medicine today. Hell, she could be the one who cures cancer. She could be the one who, I don't know, does something miraculous, creates new cures for things that are, I don't know, finds a way to cure things like AIDS and diabetes. Things that there are no cures for, technically. I mean, we can get close to a cure. I mean, these things aren't deadly, but I mean, who knows what she could have done? And there's a reason. Like, everybody who is a doctor wants to become a doctor for a reason. So, like, her reasons are valid, and she will never get to live out that dream or fulfill that goal. All because judges were lenient on junkies. She didn't go to jail when she got high and ran around Wayne County using my friend's identity. When they would ask her name, she would give them her sister's name so that her sister would get in trouble and have to pay all the punishments and penalties and fines and fees. But nope, nothing happened to her. And then it just pisses me off. There's another case. It's another case is the issue that I've been trying to skirt around. I don't know how to word it exactly, but well, I think I'm going to go ahead and say it because it's a matter of record. I think I'm going to go ahead and just say what I know and say what I asked, and I think I know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. So the other case is, of course, my nieces. Of course, they're very close to me. I went to the hearing today. I was going to be the voice for my sister's oldest daughter, and she told me she doesn't want to go back and live with her mom. There's nothing that anybody can do to make her either. She does not want to do it. Nobody's going to make her do it. She wants a voice, and I went there to be that for her. It turns out I didn't need to be. She's so much braver than I am. I'm a little chicken shit. I can't even put on a man. I can't even put on a politically charged face mask. And here she is, just out there in front of crowds saying, "This is my voice. You're going to listen to me. This is my thoughts." I'm so proud that she's so brave. I hope she never becomes a coward like me. I hope I hope everything goes her way, but I digress. I went there to be there for her and to tell what she told me, to tell my side, but I didn't get to do that. When the hearing started, we were all rushed out, so I can't speak to what was said, and that's why I think I'm allowed to say it, is because I wasn't in there. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was said. I don't know who. I don't know if it was like the courts you see on TV. I don't know if it was like really anything. I don't just don't know. It's because we were shooed out in like right from the very beginning. The judge came in and said all parties have to leave, so we all had to leave, and so we left. It was not that long either. We were back there maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then my nieces were with me. I understand that my nieces weren't allowed to hear it because, some things could get said, slander could get thrown back and forth, people can get mean and vicious. But I got upset because I found out that the only reason that my sister didn't get her daughters back is because she lives at the city mission. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but if you don't, look up Huntington, West Virginia mission. Or Huntington, West Virginia City Mission, if you don't know what that is. Again, I'm not too well traveled, and I don't know if other places have something like that, but it's basically a homeless shelter. And the judge felt bad putting the kids in a homeless shelter. The judge also only felt bad for taking the girls out of the school district, and that was it. Everything else went in her favor. Everything else. The judge, she admitted to being a junkie, and the judge was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll definitely give you your kids back." The only reason he didn't is because the law forbids him to give the kids back to somebody who is technically homeless. If you live at a homeless shelter, that is still legally homeless. So you can't dispute that. Um, and I'm terrified. I don't want any harm to happen to my niece, but I don't know what she might do. She might run away. She might choose to just run away from all of us if she has to go live with her mom. She does not want to. Again, it's the story of a junkie getting handed things that they have not earned or do not need and should not have. She's a junkie. She is. She legally admitted that in court today. It is now officially uh, a matter of public record. And I think that I'm kind of pissed that he was so close to giving it to her. I had asked, and apparently the stipulations are that she maintain her job where she is now, and she is required to get a residence in uh, she is required to get a residence in the same school district that they are currently in so that they do not have to switch. After the hearing, we went out to eat, and my niece, being as brave as she is, again, I was a chicken shit. I got scared and nervous and anxious just listening to her, but she just proudly and boldly said, "Nobody's gonna make me leave Nana's. I want to stay with Nana." And I'm like, she said that to her mom right there, right today. And okay, my sister's a different case. I don't know Midnight's sister as well as Midnight does, so she can speak more to that. But I hate the woman because of the fact that she stole Midnight's identity and got Midnight in trouble. Almost got Midnight thrown in jail because stole her identity. I hate her because she has avoided prison simply for being a junkie several times. And if she had gone even once to prison for one of the many crimes that she committed because she got high because of drugs, that woman would be a doctor today. And I've already mentioned that. But my sister's each junkie case is different, and I want to say that there is potential. My sister has a gift of working with children, and it takes a very special person to be able to work with children who are like, I guess, between that age after they start to toddle around, but before they go to school. That's her age specialty. And I've seen this. She has a gift with working with children at that age. And she went to school to pursue that a couple of times. And I saw this and I recognized this. And I wished her the best. But she keeps doing stuff. She rents stuff from like Rent-A-Center or something. And she sells it on Facebook for drug money. She uses her utility money for drug money. And then she has to ask people to pay her bills for her because she got high because of drugs. There's the fact that she literally sold her house. I think I mentioned it in another video, but the short version is a boy came into the picture. A boy wooed and gushed eyes at her, so she sold her home, something she outright owned. It was a trailer, yes, but she owned that damn thing. I don't even own this house. Daddy don't even own this house. We're still paying on it. We don't own it until it's paid off. She owned that thing, and a boy comes in, flashes his eyes, gets his drug whatever out, gets his drug mojo out. They sell their home for drugs. And that's why the girls are with my mother right now. She also, one of the things that my brother outright gave her a car and she sold it for drug money. He gave her a car because she needed to get back and forth to work because she needed transportation. And she sold the damn thing. She sold it, and that pissed my brother off something fierce. He doesn't even answer the phone to her anymore. He really hates her for that. And once my brother's done with you, he's done with you. That's a different story, though. My point with all this is that, the one thing I forgot to mention, the biggest thing is every time anybody gets her or her daughters anything for any kind of holiday, like birthdays or Christmas or something, she goes and sells it for drug money. So my nieces, they'll have things like iPads and video game consoles. They'll have it for maybe a month at most. And then they'll get pawned and sold for drug money. That's the thing that pisses me off the most, is that she sells my niece things that we got for the girls. She will sell them. And it's so... And like I said, if she gets clean, I think she could do the child care route. I don't know if there's any money in it because I've never looked into it, but I know it takes a special person to be able to handle children of that age, and she has that skill or that, I don't know, attribute, trait, gift. Because I certainly couldn't do it. I can barely handle anything less. I can barely handle teens. Blech. Yuck. Teens. Children. Just thinking about. I mean, that's why I'm going to school to teach adults. I don't want to teach kids. But anyway, my point is that anyway, sorry, I keep hearing sounds like somebody's at the door, but I guess nobody's here to visit. Anyway, I'm insanely upset that people are so willing to hand everything over to somebody just because they're a junkie. People feel sorry for them. And here's the thing that I don't like is they're like, well, if you ever knew somebody that you loved, if a loved one was there, I'm like, bitch, my boyfriend, the man I was gonna marry, is dead because of an addiction, because of addicts and his own addiction. He was a drunk that was killed by a druggie, a junkie. So bitch, don't even get that started. Don't even go down that road. You don't want to go down that road with me because I will fucking win. I will mop the goddamn floor with your ass with that argument. If you knew somebody that you cared about. I care about my sister. I just hate the shit she does because she's a junkie, and I hate the fact that people are letting her do it. I hate the fact that people like your retarded ass are sitting here saying, if you loved her. No. How about if she loves her daughters? How about if she loves herself? It's not narcissism to care about yourself enough to not fucking do drugs. God damn. Seriously. My Rob was taken away from me for 15 fucking dollars because of some junkie who needed a fucking crack fix. And Rob was dealing, that isn't to say that Rob didn't have his own faults. I loved him with everything I had. I still love him with everything I have. And it's been 7 years. But we fought a lot over the fact that he was an alcoholic and could not move past it. He hurt, and alcohol was the only fix, and he wasn't doing the therapy. And it pissed me off, but you can come out of it. You can. I know you can, and I don't believe it's a disease. I've seen too many times, too many people come back from something like that. Hell, my uncle came back from it, and he's now an upstanding, normal, good citizen. He doesn't do anything. He goes to work, he pays his bills, he pays his taxes, he goes home, he has a wife. He's just a regular member, a regular contributing member of society now. And he came back from it, and he hit rock bottom. I think people need to be allowed to hit rock bottom. Also, I found out that rehab clinics are optional. If you go in, you're allowed to walk out whenever. No. If somebody has an addiction and they're going in to get clean, you don't let them leave when they say, I need to get out. I need to get out. No, you keep the fucking ass in there. You keep medical professionals on hand in case they fucking OD or The detox kills them. You keep them in there and don't let them leave when they say they want to fix. That's part of the fucking problem, Karen. I swear rehab centers in West Virginia are literally nothing but goddamn Karens. I swear I picture them all with that ugly ass haircut. Mmm. Pisses me the fuck off. No, I think they should not be optional. So, no. And I think that my nieces should be allowed to have a voice. I don't think that a junkie's voice should be a lot louder than my niece's. She's fucking 12 and she screams what she wants from the rooftop, but nobody cares because my sister's a junkie. Nobody cares because my sister and her boyfriend are both fucking druggies. My niece wants to stay with her nana. I went there to tell the courts that today. And she said it herself. She was brave and courageous and said it herself in the midst of all the backlash. Of course, she didn't say it in the courts. She said it after the court hearing to the attorney. So I just, I don't think that my niece's life should be ruined because her mother wants to prove a point about being a junkie. Because the state wants to prove a point about how lenient it, about how woke it is. Keep my niece where she is. I'm sorry, but my sister's 35. There's very little chance that she's going to change. Hell, I think she might even be 36 now. Almost 40. People that old don't change. I've not seen it, and I've dated a lot of men over 40. Nobody changes. I'm probably the same bitter, angry person I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. I probably won't get any better. And I'm only 31. Well, this thing's pushing 30 minutes, so I think that'll be it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here so that it's not too long. I think YouTube will probably kill me if I keep uploading 30-minute to hour-long videos. But I could go for an hour. But I think I've said all the important stuff, and I think I've made my opinion clear that while I do believe junkies can change, most of them don't want to and don't care to. I think I think that we've got to stop giving them so much. I think we have to stop giving them handouts, and I think people have to stop pretending to be so fucking woke. Stop being woke and pretending to care, actually. Because we know you don't fucking care about these junkies. I know you don't care about these fucking junkies. You're just saying you care to look good on fucking Facebook, and it's fucking disgusting, you piece of shit. You piece of fucking trash. If you pretend to care about junkies, you're a piece of fucking shit and a piece of fucking filth. You're the reason this world is burning, literally. Or at least this country. I care about the junkies. No, the fuck you don't. The junkies have feelings. No, the fuck they don't. What about the people they're hurting? My niece is never gonna have a normal life as long as you keep pulling this fucking shit. Don't you dare tell me you care. Well, children belong with their parents. Not that their parents are fucking pieces of shit. No, you don't care, you worthless piece of trash. You're the reason this world is burning. I care. No, you don't. You care as much as I care. The difference is I'm willing to say it. I'm being brave and courageous enough to say that I don't give two shits. Get the fuck out of here with your fake woke ass.